Welcome back. It's Hard Facts 92.3 Nigeria Info. Sam Chinedu. Our conversation for this hour is around politics, but with specific attention to cohesion, to synergy, to the need and ability to work together for the purpose of development. Right? Let's look at any system, really. Let's take a car. There are lots of professionals that come together to ensure that your car delivers. It's efficient, it performs well. There are those who are electricians, the lights, the battery, and everything that requires the supply of power. They play their part. Then you have the engineers, the mechanics, the ones who have to work on the engines, the mechanical parts. Of course, they are very important. And you even have those who, on a scale of importance, they are not quite high, but they are there. Those who handle the aesthetics, the quality, is it leather, right? How comfy is it? You have the tire, many different parts coming together to ensure that your car delivers top performance. In politics, it seems to work that way. That if you're looking at the business of development, nobody is really alone. Synergy is important. Now, this is the recommendation that has been given to the governor of Rivers State. They are asking him to defect to the APC for the purpose of synergy. They say, you know what? There are lots of Niger Delta governors, South governors that are already on the APC. Why not join them so that there can be development of the region? This is a report by The Punch. A prominent Ijaw leader, Joseph Ambake Di Rimo, has called on Bayelsa State Governor, Senator Doyediri, and the suspended governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, to dump the People's Democratic Party and align with the ruling party APC for the sake of fast-tracking development in the South-South region. Speaking in Port Harcourt on Thursday, the chieftain said the PDP no longer represents the interests of the Ijaw people or holds the capacity to tackle infrastructural challenges of the region. According to him, only by aligning with the party at the center can the South, particularly Bayelsa, unlock meaningful economic and infrastructural advancement. Politics is a game of interest, he said. The governor should dump the PDP, join the APC, because the people no longer have a stake under the umbrella. Okay. Now, I've had lots of reasons why people say defect. But this one is there's a unique perspective here. Remember when the Akwa Ibom state governor defected, he said it's because of his admiration for the president and his party. He took it a step further and said, if you're an appointee of this government, you have to join me. Because we are particular, we are sentimental to the agenda of the Tinubu administration. And he moved. Some others defect, even though they don't say it, to run away from the spotlight of the EFCC or anti-graft agencies, because ICPC is there as well. There's a bit of attention on your government. And you know that you cannot give good answers to those questions, so you just move. And like we know his culture in Nigeria, your sins will be forgiven. Then there's defection for what would seem like personal reasons. You're supposed to be this or that, and somehow your party cheats you out of it, so you are aggrieved. And everybody understands that the reason why you left is because they didn't treat you fairly. What else is the reason for defection? I'm sure there are lots of reasons. But defect so that we can have all the parties in this region, all the states rather, under one party for development. That's a new one. So my question is there validity to this? Does political unity across a region lead to real development? We have 6 states in the South-South. There's Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Cross Rivers, Edo, and Delta. Bayelsa is PDP as of today. Rivers, PDP. Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Edo, and Delta are APC. So a majority, 4 APC, 2 PDP. So if this traditional ruler is telling Bayelsa and Rivers, okay, defect so that it can be round figure, we get it. But does it attract any special kind of development? Let's take the Southeast. We have 5 states in the Southeast, I believe. There's Enugu, Imo, Ebonyi, Abia, and Anambra. Enugu is PDP. Imo is APC. Ebonyi is APC. Abia is Labour Party. Anambra is ABGA. That's very disjointed. Now, would you say that there is no regional development because of that? It's arguable. If you do your research, maybe you have an answer. Also, you must consider the unique situation of Rivers State. At this time, Sir Siminala Fubara has been through a lot. Fighting, defending, losing, and however you want to describe his journey so far, it has been, he's been dealt a lot of blows. And what would seem like a reconciliation just happened a couple of days ago. But before that, he had spoken about his support for the president. Even before emergency rule and all of that, he had said, he supports the government of Tinubu. And it's possible that he will very likely play his part in ensuring that he wins a re-election. Now, mind you, Fubara is not in the APC. But we know that as of today, if there are elections and he is reinstated as governor, he will do his best to ensure that Tinubu wins this part. And he's not an APC member. And the reason why he will do that is because his principal, Nyesom Wike, is the FCT minister. And Wike has clearly said that he's going to support the president. No one should run against him. The president will win. And said he will make sure that he plays his part. So if Wike is doing that, you would expect that Fubara would also do that. So if while in the PDP, the Rivers State governor already is giving his loyal support to the president, why would he need to defect to the APC? What difference would that make? I'm just saying, in the scheme of political influence. Because the loyalty that should come with being in the party, you're already getting it while the person is in another party. But enough of the talk. I'd like to hear from you. Do you agree with the traditional leader that the 2 remaining PDP states, should defect to the APC for cohesion, political unity, and development of the region? Do you also think that a defection of Fubara to the APC will bring any difference at all, developmental-wise? 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp is 080 903 06 Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, we're live at Nigeria Info PH. So watch, listen, and engage. Please turn off your radio as you call. Good evening, Mr. Sam. Telling the Rivers governor to defect to the APC to fast-track development in this region is a big lie from the pit. I'll just say from the pit of hell because I don't want to read it how you wrote it. Which party did my governor, Sir Dr. Alex Oti, defect to be able to carry out such developmental strides? These politicians think they are wise, always joking too much. Okay, Chuku Michael. Okay, Chuku, he was talking about regional development, not state. Right? So if you're talking about Alex Oti, you have to talk about development of the Southeast, not just Abia State. So that's the angle. Omolayo from Aba. Hello. Omolayo, thanks for joining us.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah. Please, I'm just to enter this situation about this defection. So the ones who they defect from APC to PDP to APC, they think they will have one of the Cross River State governor. I think it's from APC. What is there? There's no route from Calabar to you. Is it not the APC member? Then talk about those states. Where is the federal road there? You know, the federal road there. So the more to think about who, if he become, they will do this report for him. I'm not sure that it will work. Because Mr. President will not allow everything can move to Akwa Ibom. because of the Lagos dispute. And they have almost 2 disputes there. So I don't think it's that one. So the governor of Rivers State should stay where he is. After the guy is with the Mr. President.
Okay.
So I believe if he stay there, he will gain one again. He should just stay there.
All right. Thank you very much, Omolayo. Braid calls from OGRA. Hello, Braid. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I completely disagree with that. That will bring regional development. 2013, 2014, I believe that the whole South is almost PDP. And we also have a ruling president. What are the regional development that came to South? So for me, it's neither here or there. If the leader as at then is mindset that will bring development, when he agrees to bring in development into the southern area to his state, that is when development will come. In a country where we have rulers that are allegedly patriating our resources to foreign land, how do you think that will bring development, that the whole regional governors become one party? That is when there will be development in the region. That is a very archaic understanding. So the way I look at it is that there should be mind orientation. They should reorientate their mindset.
Okay.
And also, there should be a character reformation. Our leaders should reform their character and their leadership. That is when good leadership and development will come to the state. It's not when people go into the same party.
I have to move on now.
Jonathan was a president and is from the southern area.
Thank you very much, Braid. We are very close to a break, so I had to let you go. After the break, we talk some more. Stay with us.
The show continues.
Fubara and the governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doyodiri, to dump the PDP for the APC for the sake of fast-tracking development in the southern region. There are 6 states in the South-South, 4 are APC states, the other 2 PDP. So they are asking those in the minority at this time to join the winning party, the party at the center, the party in power, so that developments in the southern region can be harmonized. That's interesting. So I'm asking very simple questions. Do you think that political unity across a region leads to real development? And for as many states of different regions that all had governors of the same party, was there evidence of some regional development? Questions begging answers. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-903-06. 416, excuse me. For me, Fubara is no longer a name in politics. Among those defecting, the voters are the main key to elections. Defection of governors has nothing to do with voters. Jackson from Ijaw. Well, Jackson, it does, right? Because here's the thing. Whether or not you agree, there is political influence. And this is not even rigging. If a person in power who has influence supports a candidate or a party, they usually galvanize supporters to also support them, right? Mind you, that's influence, not coercion. Just, because this person believes in this movement, their supporters would also align. And that's, of course, where you hear people say you have to deliver your polling unit. It's just that, unfortunately, in Nigeria, the context of that is usually fraudulent. It's almost always through rigging. But in most parts of the world where they practice democracy, political figures usually have influence. There are people that just follow them because it's them, right? So that should count for something. Okay. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, SOC.
Good evening. What's your name?
Yes, I can. Calling from Ubumini.
All right. Go ahead.
SOC, wonderful shall never end.
What has happened this time?
is now telling us that without the central, that none of the states in the country will be developed. APC is letting us know that if you are not with them, you'll be facing hurdles.
That's not how they put it, but yeah, I get the point.
These are their the strategy to dismantle PDP or oppositions in other states. So let me ask you, are they telling us that the West, who probably I know that is with APC governors, have they all been developed? That's what I want to ask you again. Does it mean that an opposition governor who has his agenda, manifesto, or probably ideology of developing his state will no longer do that because he is not in the party of the ruling parties? It is very, very unfortunate that we see ourselves in this country. Thank you very much. Ezekiel Ojono.
All right. Ezekiel, thank you very much. JJ calls from Rumibo. Hello, JJ.
Yeah, Sam. Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you know the Southeast?
Southeast, yeah. I do know the Southeast.
Yeah. Are you aware that most of the states in the Southeast belong to the same party with the one at the national at the time?
Yeah, at some point.
Abia, Imo, just name it.
Yes, it used to be PDP.
Are they developed? When Akpabio was leaving the PDP to the APC, yours truly was in Ikotokpene as part of those who came to receive him. You know what he said? You know, Akpabio was like what Yoruba people call Otumba to Jonathan at the time. During, I think it was second tenor and all those. when he was crossing, you know what he said? That he's been in PDP and he has supported the PDP with everything he had, but that the PDP government didn't do anything in the state as at that time, else he decided to cross. That everything they achieved, that he achieved as a governor, that was just him, not from the federal. He also advised that people should not put hope on the federal, that governors in the state should work out their own salvation and work things for their people. That waiting for the federal will be waiting in vain. This way is where go and check it. When he was defecting to the APC in Ikotopene.
Yeah, but JJ, that was a different dispensation. Times have changed. You understand? Times have changed.
See, according to Tupac, I see no change. I see no change. It's still the same. If this is what they are pushing, remember a statement by Buhari at the time that he would have loved to do 90% for those that voted in and do 5% also for those who didn't vote him, but the Constitution will not allow him. But the reality of the whole thing is, all those areas that have moved over, what have they achieved at the end of the day? Most of the things that are in Akwa Ibom right now were done even before the governor moved over to the APC. So
Okay.
he explained to me that because of what the president has done in the state, moving the South-South development, bringing somebody from Akwa Ibom to become the MD and all those, some other stuff like that, fine, that can explain. But
Okay.
that you want to move, you're saying something?
Yes, I completely understand, but I have to move on now. Thank you very much, JJ.
No wahala. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that there's no connection between what the Paramount said and what he thinks happened at the end of the day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wellington calls from Okrika. Hello, Wellington. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I totally disagree with you. A political party is just like a vehicle that takes somebody to his destination. So if I decide to take bus to Lagos, I'll get to Lagos. If somebody wants to use the plane, you can also get to Lagos. So it doesn't even hold any water there. The state generates their revenue. In fact, let me go straight to the River State budget. If really, it said River State budget has a federal project on that budget. So what's the effect? So it's just a political statement. If really the leaders know, the government knows what he's doing, you can deliver your state without even federal allocation. As a state is doing it. So that state in I think Anambra State, they are doing their business. It's because leadership and institution are there. If you want to consign the president with the state, what deserves the state, we get to the state. What the state deserves to give to the federal, we give to the federal. We are talking about leaders with character, leaders with vision, leaders with purpose. If there's a purpose, what concerns me with the party at the top? The people want leadership, and you must account for your leadership. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Wellington. I have 3 minutes on the clock, so we'll do justice to messages. Sam, good evening. I want to ask people who are saying that Governor Sim and Diri should join APC because of federal benefit. Did Tinubu defect to the PDP when he was governor to develop Lagos, as people claim? Imo is APC, having Uzodinma as chairman of APC Governors Forum. The state has nothing to write home about. Malachi from Port Hackett says, okay. And the next comment reads, good evening, Sam. In a sane country where everything works well, are there okay, I don't get that. If development to him means that all governors must be in the same political party with the president, is he telling us that Nigeria now operates a one-party system? Okay, General Manowski says. Defection doesn't guarantee any kind of development. Fidelis. There seems to be a consensus on this subject. Since 1999, the South-South were of the PDP. Where's the regional development? Please allow political gimmicks. What about the North? Amifo. Ernest from Port Hackett says, staying in PDP and working with the president would be termed anti-party. You should go to the APC. The two parties are the same. No ideology, Dave says. Good day, presenter. The issue of defection is one of the factors that led to the imposition of emergency rule in Rivers State. To woo Governor Fubara, defection to APC for regional development is deceitful. It's a ploy for 2027 general election. Instead of defection campaign, let the APC government give good governance a fight, hardship, hunger, and insecurity to make the defection plan much more easier. Elder Joel Adolphus. Okay. And thank God, Atuebu says, the FCT minister was in opposition party and he performed absolutely well in the state. Political party does not develop states. That's from Thank God, Atuebu. Okay, well, we had the time. The people have spoken and those who should hear have heard. Hopefully action follows. A program comes up now and after that, there's a major news at 6. Stay with us.